Hello, friends. Robert Bevan here, author of the Caverns and Creatures series of comedy, fantasy novels, and short stories. With me is Sam West, and today we're talking about the spell Antagonize.
Bob, you're ugly.
Ouch.
I'm
Now,
antagonizing you.
now we must fight.
Yeah, exactly. This is from the new book that may or may not be publicly available. Honestly, I still am not sure. The Book of Many Things has gone through a bunch of delays, but you can get it on D&D Beyond. And they, like, via that method, we've been able to get all the text of these fancy new spells. So this is a third level enchantment, takes an action to cast, range to 30 feet. Components are verbal somatic material components. It requires a playing card depicting a rogue, because, it's from the Book of Many Things, which is all about the deck of many things, which is all about playing cards and that crap. Duration's instantaneous. You whisper magical words that antagonize one creature of your choice within range. The target makes a wisdom saving throw, and a failed save takes 4d4 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to make a melee attack against another creature of your choice that you can see. If the target can make this attack, for example, because there is no within its reach or because its reaction is unavailable, the target instead is disadvantaged on the next attack roll it makes before the start of your next turn. On a successful save, it does half as much damage only and has another effect. And then at higher levels, the damage increased by d4 for each slot level. If above third, don't do that. I don't know what to make of this little odd duck of a spell. It's for bards, sorcerers, warlocks, wizards. I do think your class is going to be a pretty big indicator as to whether or not you want this. I'm not sure. I don't think I can rate this too highly because it's got a lot of competition, but at the same time, it's kind of cool. And against some monsters, I can imagine it being devastating.
I'm a little bit disappointed at the upcasting potential. I feel like they could have gone with, multiple targets
I
for that.
100% agree. That would definitely, and like it doesn't even scale that well because there aren't going to be a ton of encounters where it's that useful. But then in those encounters, in like the 5 per campaign where you're against 6 hill giants, you're like, oh my god, they're just gonna kill each other. Antagonize, like that'd be sweet.
But I do like it. It's but man, third level, that's a tough
Yeah,
sell.
right. I would,
Yeah.
if you would have shown this to me in the dark and been like, what spell level is this? With no other context, be like, this is a second level spell for sure. It's a one-time Crown of Madness. Third, really?
Crown of Madness. What else? There are other spells. There's Confusion, of course, and
We've seen
Compelled Duel is similar, but not the same.
We just talked about a barbarian subclass that lets you, a monk subclass that lets you have like the only thing way the Drunken Master is going for it is you can redirect enemy attacks at each other, and that's like the whole reason to play the subclass. And it's not that good of a reason. Go watch that video. But like this feels close-ish to that kind of feature, right? I think getting things to hit each other isn't super deep, but there are elements of 5th edition where you can do it. Is this a good way to get that effect? On Bard, I would say yes. I think on Bard is where I'm most like, I get it. On Sorcerer Wizard, I'm like, I do way more damage by not having them punch each other instead of just like using a good 3rd level spell, right? Yeah. Like I'm just gonna. There's 2 things next to each other for them to hit. Great, Fireball does way more damage than that attack was gonna deal and hits both of them. That seems like a much better option than the 44 damage. I'm not sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not even close. Yeah.
And then it hits more things.
Unless this could be something like, I guess, to antagonize. If you're just looking for 2 people to start a fight, maybe. I mean, then with a fireball, if you're in a crowded tavern, there are disadvantages to using that. Whereas this, if maybe a distraction, I want that guy to hit that guy, or maybe not even a distraction. Maybe you don't like either of them, but you don't want to get involved. You just want to fight to break out.
Maybe.
It doesn't have like the charm person kind of thing, or whatever it is, or the friends thing where they know they've been charmed by you.
Sure. It does, like, the whispering definitely to me signals this is supposed to be done subtly. Like, I could definitely see a whole character archetype being, I start fights with subtle spell and this as a sorcerer archetype, right? And your just job is to antagonize people and to, like, make a scene by getting guards start hitting each other, that kind of stuff, right? At the same time, you're also going to find plenty of tables that the thing that leads the attack, if it has any kind of brain cells, will be like, I have no idea what compelled me to do that. I'm so sorry. And then, like, they'll be, like, pissed. But then they'll also be like, but my head almost exploded, so we should talk about this because that definitely signals that there's something else going on here, right? You against dumb idiot creatures, you might be able to get it to work, especially creatures that are like known for hitting each other around. I think if you're looking at like, gnolls, hill giants, big dumb idiot brutes that whole existence is strength, like contests of feet and wrestling and hitting each other over the head with big sticks, like that makes sense as to a way to start a fight there. But if you're looking at civilized society, I struggle to see this being that consistent at even like being instigating.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the only way I could see this being justifiable in a very niche kind of third level spell.
Yeah.
That sentence got away from me. Sorry.
No, I get what you're saying. Here's a question for you. So there's this line of text. If the target can't make this attack, the target instead has disadvantage on the next attack roll. Does that text matter at all? Like, are you ever casting this if you can't get that attack roll? Like,
well, no, but it could be interesting because
disadvantage on one
before
attack
the
roll.
start of your next turn. All right, I thought maybe if there was like no time limit on that could be interesting, but no, it's
antagonize somebody 3 years in the past, and then they come to you and they're finally ready to take up arms and break their vow of pacifism, and it's disadvantage.
I mean, I could see that. I don't think I've been in a fist fight since I was like 8.
So if someone had antagonized you, you wouldn't even see it coming.
The next time it happens, I'm in trouble.
For your first swing. Yeah, I think that
That's
text
the one
is
that
almost
counts.
Just like a waste of space, right? I think this could have been shorter and saved some headache and confusion, just because like I don't think that matters at all.
No.
And like if you're not going to use it in the circumstances where it is good, like where it isn't good, like you're not casting this for a 44. You're just never doing that. That's a first level spell damage. No, thank you. Come again. I do not want that. Things like Guiding Bolt do roughly the same damage with upside and our first level spells. So yeah, we're not spending third level spells on that, period. We're just not. We got way better things to do with our spells all the time. That's never happening. So the only time you're using this is whenever you are getting that attack roll. So like, save some space, Wizards. Don't, this is one of those instances where normally I'm a fan of there being a failsafe, but like, no, you're not casting this in the failsafe use ever. That's not a good enough catch for this effect. If it was like it deals double damage, I'm still pretty low on it, but then it's like, okay, I kind of get it against one thing. You just slam 8d4 damage into it. It's still lower than a fireball damage, but like maybe, I don't know. This is not a good enough failsafe, and I don't think it's worth considering outside of using it to get the big thing with an 8d12 or a 3d12 Great Club or whatever to smash into something else with that 3d12 Great Club. And still be under damaging most of their third level spells. Yeah, I'm really low on this thing. I don't think it's good.
Well, see, I'm thinking like, I don't feel like this is the kind of spell you want to use in combat.
I'm not even sold it's the kind of thing you want to use out of combat.
Well, no, that's what I'm talking about with the that failsafe. If you're not in combat, then that guy's not going to be taking an attack roll before your next turn. So
it's pointless.
I'm agreeing with you here.
Yeah. Out of combat, is this better than like Charm Person or Suggestion? Like, would you rather just I suggest you go hit him in the face? Is that just better? It's cheaper.
If it works, I mean this.
Hear me out. Command Brawl, and then you have to brawl now, right?
Yeah, but I mean this. You choose your target. Just straight up brawl. They come after you.
Yeah, at a cost of a third level slot. For target selection when you're trying to just sow Discord. I don't know. I don't find that to be that compelling. And again, I'm not even sold that it's going to work most of the time.
No. I mean, it'll work once, but it's not going to do the thing I needed to do, which is to cause a big fight.
Yeah.
And that's the only value of this over a multitude of other spells. I mean, third level is where that's the turning point. That's when you get the big juicy stuff. And this isn't big or juicy enough.
Again, bards just get kind of like hypnotic pattern and shafted otherwise for third level spells. So like maybe on bards, I like it a lot. I don't think it's, when I say I like it a lot, it means I would put it on my character sheet. That doesn't mean it's good. It just means like, oh, that sounds like fun. I definitely think we're both the kind of people that would enjoy saying, hey, hit your buddy, right? Like that's kind of a fun play pattern. Even
this is my kind of spell. Third level's a big price to ask. But on bard, that's it. It's got a definite bard feel to it.
Yeah, I think it's like the only place to know. I think this could have been a bard exclusive, and I would feel close to the same. Maybe a little bit better on it, honestly, just because bards have such a bad time with their third level spell selection. there were lots of ways to tweak the spell to make it better. I don't know how they landed on these numbers. I don't know how they landed on the spell slot level. I don't know how they landed on these dice size. I don't know how any of this came, like the conditional thing. This feels to me like it was written by ChatGPT. Like, hey, make a spell, and this is just what they spit out, right? Like, there's not really rhyme or reason. It just looks like a spell that you would see produced.
You might be onto something there.
One of the devs was like, "Oh, I didn't get my brainstorming done for the day. It's fine. I'll just have ChatGPT do it." And then one of the devs was like, "Oh, that seems kind of cool. Let's print it." They're like, "Wait. Now it's here." Yeah, I'm gonna go with that too. Are you gonna give it higher than that? Same,
No,
lower?
not higher.
Like, it does something. It can't be a 1,
yeah,
right?
nah. Yeah, it's got potential for fun. 2 is fine. All right, well, that was Antagonize. Let us know what you think in the comments. Thank you, Sam, and thank you everyone for joining us. Said all that out of order. Well, here's some more. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, informative, or entertaining, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button below. You needn't smash it. A gentle tap will suffice. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. And make sure you check out the links in the description, where you'll find my Caverns Creatures series of comedy fantasy novels, Sam's full review of the spell, and other fun things.